In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 mid-cap gems below $500 million in market cap valuation, which have massive potential in 2025. It's about to be the new year, Christmas is over, and a lot of people are looking for the best gems, the best altcoins in terms of risk reward. If you go right at the top, you're maybe only looking for a 3 to 5x at this point in the cycle. If you go right at the bottom, you're taking on too much risk, so there's a good chance you're going to lose a lot of money, and the projects you're investing in probably just aren't good in general. Whereas if you go right in the middle of the market cap range, if you aim for mid caps, that's where the sweet spot is in terms of risk and reward and actual quality with the projects. Okay, so in today's video, I'm going to share with you 3 which have massive potential, all in different sectors, and I'm really excited for this video. So before we get into it, I want to just let you know about a sale I have right now for the new year. So if you want to join my VIP group, which gives you access to my Discord, my buy alerts, my sell alerts, just a great community where you can track all the things that I'm doing in crypto, you can join now on a special discount. We are now allowing you to use the code 2025 at checkout to save 30% off on your memberships for monthly, yearly, or even lifetime on all the different options. Okay, so this is very limited. This isn't going to be here for long, so take advantage of it while you can. That's code 2025 at checkout. Okay, so usually what happens in the crypto cycle is around the Christmas period, the markets start to cool off a little bit. And then as you head into the new year, you start to get very, very bullish moves, especially when it's a year after the halving, which is the year that we're entering in 2025. The halving was this year, 2024. Next year, 2025. That's a post-halving year, post-election year. That is usually when you get the biggest upside returns in the crypto market. In fact, every single time we've had a year after the halving, it has been the most bullish year of the cycle. Okay. And that's where the real altcoin season happens. So if we look at the total free market cap here, which is the total valuation of all cryptos, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, you can see it is not even broken out yet in terms of its previous all-time high resistance. Okay. It had a slight higher high, but when you factor in things like inflation and stuff like that, really, it hasn't even made a proper high yet. And this means that we are still very, very early to altcoins, because when it does, this move is going to make the most millionaires in the market out of every single move, because you're basically going to be putting your money in anything and it's probably going to be going up. Your meme coins, even old coins, right? They're probably going to go up. But that doesn't mean that some other coins will outperform those. You know, maybe you buy a bad coin, you make a 5x. Maybe you buy a good coin, you can make a 20x or a 25x. So we're going to be sharing with you right now the best coins with the best risk reward and the best overall dynamics. So the first one I'm going to share with you today is Peak. This is a $359 million market cap. Okay. This is a layer 1 for DePIN. Essentially, what this is doing, it is making decentralized networks with real world infrastructure. Okay. So think of real world infrastructure. It's pretty slow, it's pretty inefficient, and it's very, very centralized. There's one point of failure. It's all top down. Whereas what Peak are trying to do, they're trying to decentralize it, trying to prevent that single point of failure scenario, and just make it much more cost effective and much more efficient. Okay. They do this by being on the blockchain, and by basically the whole technology around their platform and their network. So I don't want to go into the technology too deeply, right? You don't need to understand all the ins and outs, but what you do need to understand is there's big, big backers of this project and big money getting involved. You've got over $1 billion in the total value of devices on Peak. Okay, over 1 billion. The market cap for Peak is just 350 million. So the amount of value in terms of devices is way higher than the market cap. You've got over 3 million machines, vehicles, and robots using Peak. Okay, 50 plus DPINs building on the network, and then over 21 industries being shaped by DPINs on Peak. You've got all sorts of different industries using this type of technology. Okay, you've got things like power grids. Okay, you can have things like GPUs. All sorts of different use cases come in handy when it comes to this type of stuff, right? So you can see powering the machine economy, build DePINs for energy, mobility, connectivity, and more. So you can see some big industries are backing them, some big companies, the likes of Bosch, the likes of MasterCard, Airbus, and some others. Very, very early on for this project. Is a very anticipated launch, and it's launched quite successfully. Okay. Usually, when a new crypto launches, you can get extreme dumps, but when it comes to peak, it's held up pretty strong during its launch. So, where can peak go in terms of X's this bull run? That's a very difficult question to answer because Deepin has never really reached major market caps. I mean, we've had Filecoin go pretty high, but there hasn't been a Deepin layer one like peak. So really, it's a very unique project which has massive potential and unprecedented potential. So if there's a big narrative around Deepin and I could see peak potentially going anywhere between a $5 to $15 billion market cap. Okay, yes, it could go a bit lower. Yes, it could go a bit higher, but that would be the range that I would personally be looking at for peak. So you would be making probably over a 10 to 15x on your money on peak if all goes well. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, anything can happen in the market, but it's looking pretty promising, okay? So that's my first pick. It's a layer one for Deepin. Very bullish project. Okay, so the next project we have here is IO.net. This is in the GPU rendering type of industry. Okay, we've already seen render do very well in terms of market caps, get to 5.4 billion in market cap so far this bull run. And I'm a very big bull on render. I think it can go a lot higher than that. I think render can probably hit 30 to 50 billion in market cap in the bull run. So if render can hit 30 to 50 billion, a project like IO.net, which is actually helping render, not necessarily being complete competition, but also I think they're partnering up with render. I think IO.net could maybe go to somewhere like 5 or even 10 billion in market cap, right? Which some would say is conservative, but you could maybe make a 20x on this in the bull run. You've got to bear in mind, we are not at that point in the cycle where Bitcoin's at 15, 16K and everything's at rock bottom. We're at a point in the market where a lot of things are pumped. And, maybe there's 3 months left of the bull run. Maybe there's 8 months left of the bull run. We don't truly know, but there's definitely not years and years left like there was down here. We're getting to a point now where you need to make the right decisions in terms of what you invest in, and you need to be quite conservative with your targets and not be expecting, 50x's and 100x's from every single coin. So IO.net, 300 million market cap. It's on Binance and Coinbase. And like I said, it's in that GPU sector, basically decentralizing AI compute, right? So IO.net is basically a decentralized AI computing network. And you can see on the website, you've got some very impressive people investing in this, okay? You've got the Solana co-founder, you've got the Aptos co-founder, another Aptos co-founder, Animoca Brands, Sandbox co-founder. This is very impressive. You got some of the biggest names in crypto here backing IO.net, putting their money where their mouth is, and believing in this product. Because at the end of the day, the need and demand for GPUs is going to explode. And people want cost-effective systems. They don't want to be spending ridiculous amounts on things with their businesses, right? And you've got loads and loads of AI businesses looking to use GPUs and use them effectively with low costs. Something like IO.net, something like Render, they are really helping with this GPU problem. So as the demand for GPUs goes up, as companies like Nvidia just keep skyrocketing, these crypto coins are just going to do really well because I see them as kind of leveraged plays for the macro AI boom which we are having right now. And yes, they do have real utility. I do believe in these types of things. I think they do help the real world, decentralizing these industries, decentralizing these networks. It's very beneficial, and quite often it's extremely cost effective. So I'm a fan of it. Who knows how high it can go? It's on Solana. There's a big push around Solana as well. Render recently moved over to Solana. Its all-time high is $6.44. I think this thing could potentially hit $60 in the bull run, but time will tell. Next project is very different to the other two, and this is kind of like a DeFi project. This is Sun Token on Tron. Okay, I believe Tron is one of the most underrated ecosystems in terms of crypto. A lot of people just scroll down the coin market cap ranking and they just forget about Tron. This thing has 22 billion in market cap valuation. And if you look at the all-time chart, it's already had an incredibly bullish bull run so far. And with 2025 coming very soon, Tron is probably going to continue its very bullish move to the upside. So what happens when a chain is extremely bullish, when it's pumping, when the community's strong? What happens? Well, you see a big push towards beta plays on that chain. You see a big push towards things like meme coins, dexes, and stuff like that. And Sun Token is essentially the hub for DeFi on Tron. Okay, it's a dex. It has a meme coin, kind of similar thing to what Solana had with Pump.fun. It's got some pump native to this website where people can basically vote on meme coins they like. And I think it gives them a higher chance of then getting listings and stuff like that. So very cool, kind of democratized meme ecosystem here. And also a very effective DEX. You can see you can swap maybe Tron to USDT. You got Bitcoin there, all sorts of different projects, memes, things like that are all on Tron, swapping them on there. You have the liquidity side of things, yield farming, all of that stuff, which blew up last cycle. You can see the TVL here is $696 million. Very high TVL number there. And just in general, there's a lot of things going on with this website. You got earning things, earning rewards with the APY. I personally don't recommend this because it is risky, but some people are into it. And these types of things blew up last cycle. And if I'm looking at different chains, if I'm looking at a DEX, which is probably going to do well this cycle, a DEX on Tron could do incredibly well. Okay. It's not the only DEX which could do well this bull run, but if I'm looking around, PancakeSwap's already quite high, Uniswap's already quite high. Tron is kind of like one of those up and coming chains, and especially when it comes to memes. Okay, Justin Sun, the guy behind Tron, is giving a big push towards the meme coin side of things. And there's a meme on Tron called Sundog, which I'm also very bullish on, which looks like it could be ready to pump. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing could easily hit a billion, maybe even higher in market cap in the bull run. This thing already has some nice listings like HTX, BitGet, MEXC. So there's definitely a up and coming meme coin ecosystem on Tron. This is quite a risky play, but even if the memes don't do well on Tron, you've still got the other things going on, like the DEX, the yield, and all that other stuff which you can do over on sun.io. So big fan of it. Think it can do well. It's a really nice buy right now. And the higher that Tron goes up, the higher that Sun Token will also go up. So I see Sun Token as a great beta play to Tron. Maybe Tron can only do a 5x or a 3x from here. Maybe Sun can do double that or triple that. So we get a 5x on Tron. Maybe Sun does a 15x, something like that. Anyway, guys, that wraps it up for today's video. Make sure you guys get yourself a Tangem if you want to store your crypto safely. Don't be storing your crypto on centralized exchanges. Get yourself a Tangem and you use code Archie, ARCHIE, at checkout to save some money. And also, check out that VIP group that I'm talking about. People are making big money in this group. We've called a plethora of different projects at very low prices. You can go back on my YouTube channel and just see my record for itself. It speaks for itself. I don't really need to talk about all the different plays we've called, but Sui is just one of them, which we've called very recently. I was telling people this is the type of coin you go very heavy into. It was my second biggest holding, and it exploded from around the 70-cent price, which we were buying it at. So definitely come on over, join the group, use that limited time discount because it will be going pretty soon. You maybe have a week to use it. Get that in the discount code section when you sign up. So let's say you're going for the VIP option, just click join, click continue. And then as you check out, put it in the promo code section and you're going to save yourself a nice discount. That's code 2025 at checkout. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new as well. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Goodbye.